Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? You already know what to do. Go ahead, hit like, subscribe, and notification bell, your bottom right-hand corner. I want to thank you guys for continually sharing my page. Spread this wealth, okay? There is no quick fix to getting wealthy. We gotta put the work in. We gotta take the time and put the work in, okay? Let's get to it. We got a lot to go over. And I want you guys to, well, we'll talk about that later. Let's look at where the indices are right now. At the time of filming this, we could see the Dow is up a whopping 343 this morning, just like I said, when everything was red, that it would probably wind up green today, and that it did. Everything is nice and green. Hopefully we will have a close that reflects the same, okay? You know how these things could go. It was red, the Dow was red this morning, and it shot up. And let's just go right into it. This bull market just continues to run, whether you call this a bull market or a bear market bounce, whatever you want to call it. We're just trading the market that we're in. We cannot argue that we are on a bull run right now. I'm not going to call it a bull market. I'll call it a bull run right now. And we had inflation data. Inflation is slowing down. Jobs are still, unemployment is still low. All right. And we keep having this data that inflation is slowing down. Now, instead of the Fed going up 2 more times on his interest rates, he's probably only going to go in 1 more time, and 25 basis points at that. Then, as we dive into it, we realize that there's a $5 trillion, trillion with a T, of money that is sitting on the side that people took out of the market and put into fixed incomes, bonds, what have you. $5 trillion that is on the sideline that is waiting to get back into the market. That could be the next leg up. Thank goodness for AI, because AI, I believe, saved us from going into an earlier, deeper recession, okay? We will see. The thing about a recession is that we don't truly get the data until later to see if, in fact, we were already in a rolling recession, which I believe we were, okay? So, not a deep recession. And now, instead of a hard landing, the window of opportunity for a soft landing is opening wider and wider as we get this good data out. And then earnings. Here's another thing. Earnings are better than expected. Look at what the banks are doing. Everybody expected the earnings to be low. But here's one of the things I want to tell you about earnings. If you keep lowering expectations so the bar gets lowered, then if you hit your lowered expectation, then the market likes that. So the best thing that they could do is continue to lower their forward guidance. See, so you'll hit the mark and then the market just goes, huh? So it's like kind of moving the goalpost. If you really want to be, if we get real with it, that's what's really going on. Okay. So some analysts may think, some analysts came out and said, a lot of analysts now, you know how these analysts shift, right? They said we've already bottomed out. They say that, hey, we've already bottomed out. We're in a clear now. The tide has temporarily turned. We can't argue that. But here, what we have learned, I don't want to be the same page next year than I am this year, because we are going to learn, just like the market always changes, we have to shift with the market, because you and I continue to make money as the market shifts. Okay. So just wanted to cover that, because with everything I say, there's opportunity. This morning I said I expect Tesla to go up. You could have gotten into some Tesla. You could have bought some Tesla, or you could have gotten into some Tesla options. I did. I got into some Tesla options this morning, sold them, and then got back in. But they were expensive, so they're very expensive, and I wouldn't want you guys following me on these. But I went in heavy, so I made some money. So let's get right into what I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about some of these Bitcoin mining companies. And we're just going to go right into some data and see if we can get this to work without playing the video because I don't want to get punished by this platform. All right, so let's take a look. All right, we know that this is Stocks with Josh, our resident technical analyst. He is the best, period. Above him on TV and on YouTube, I don't know of any better. All right. I'm just going to sign off. I've been knowing Josh for over 25 years now, and he's very good. We started this journey. I started this journey first, and he already had his eye on this journey called trading. And I just kind of nudged him a little bit and got him in. So, and then we broke his page right here, good people. So I wouldn't feed you guys any garbage. This guy is the real deal. So let's talk about what's going on with Mara, right? We know that Bitcoin has cooled off, and what I'm going to share with you right here is that, as you could see, Mara is now $16.80 at the time of recording this, right? So as you can see here, this 1975, that 1975 is resistance, okay? So we're at 16 and 1975 is resistance, right? That's the ceiling, okay? So now if we break above resistance, then we can go all the way up to 24.75, okay? Especially for those of you that are playing options. There you go. There's the secret sauce. We could. Now this TA was done on yesterday, all right? And so things could change, but as it stands right now, this still stands. 1975 is resistance, and it could go all the way up to 24.75, all right? Okay, and so that's what I want you guys to see, all right? So let's see here. If we go to support, which is 1540, if we break beneath support, then the next level of support is 1210. So if we break below 1540, all right, which is support, then we could fall all the way down to what? 1210, all right? Make sure you guys put that on your watch list, okay? Make sure you understand those key levels of support and resistance, because they are very, very, very important for you to know, okay? Now, let's get to our next one right here. Now, let's go to Riot now. Now, as we can see, Riot at the time of recording this is at 1842, right? Resistance is at 2075, right? So that's resistance, right? If it breaks above resistance, it could go all the way up to 25, right? And so that would be the next level of resistance, okay? And so I would tell you guys that, I don't know about you, but I would literally, absolutely be taking profit, because we don't want to get greedy, right? Now, if it starts falling, if Riot starts falling and hits support, support is at 1875. If it breaks beneath support, then the next level of support, now the new floor becomes 1440. So right now, the floor is 1875, okay? All right? And we are at 1842 right now, okay? And now it could fall back down to 1440, okay? All right, so I just want you guys to know that. Let's check out CleanSpark, since all you guys are asking about it. Same deal. Here we go with resistance at 750, okay? Resistance is at 750. If it breaks above resistance, just think of resistance as a ceiling, it could go all the way up to $9. And let's not be greedy. You literally should be taking profits anywhere in between, okay? Now, we're not going to be hogs, okay? You do you, I'm doing me, all right? And Josh has provided some very, very good information. This is like a roadmap, good people. All right, support is at 680, all right? This is the floor. If it falls beneath the floor, which is 680, aka support, then it could fall all the way down to 540. Now 540 becomes the next support, right? follow. As they say in church, govern yourselves accordingly. All right. So you have the information there. I know Josh does a way better job at it than I do. It's we play off of each other. But this is my technical Tuesday for today. I just wanted to keep the family fed. But here's what we're going to do, right? I am going to be doing a portfolio, just like I said, in Moomoo, right? And Moomoo is where we're going to buy the stock. We're going to be buying, well, should I say, I'm going to be buying yet more, Mara, Riot, Hut, all of these Clean Spark, just to see which ones perform the best. Now, because we are at the top of the range, we're at the top of the range. I'm not going to be buying a lot. So don't go and say, I'm loading up after watching this video. Don't do that. All right. Because we're at the top of the range. There is more downward pressure coming than upward pressure at this point. Now, anything could change. So this is what we're going to do. Moomoo is where I'm going to start that. We're just going to buy the stock in Moomoo, right? So download that, get the up to 16 free stock or whatever. But that's what we're going to do. Now, as far as shorting it, running it all the way down, because there's going to be a long, slow bleed off leading up to the halving. What we're going to do is we're going to short that with Webull. So I also want you to download that, get the 12 free stock with a $100 deposit, and we're going to short the stock. So we're going to ride the stock up with Moomoo, and we're going to ride it down with Webull. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. All right. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell, but that's what I'm going to do, and we're going to see how much money we could make. Now, don't be greedy. Look at resistance and support, and if it blows above resistance, then don't get greedy because we're at the top of the range. Okay. Remember, do your own research, do your own due diligence, but make sure I'm going to make those the top 2 links. Make sure you get those funded, and we're going to go from there. Right? Hey, right quick, I forgot to tell you about Tesla. Now we know that Tesla earnings are coming tomorrow at closing bell. All right, and let's take a quick look. Let's take a quick look at some of the popular cryptos right now. As we could see, Bitcoin is climbing back a little bit. It was down further, but it's still down a little bit. And as we could see, Cardano, everything is down, but XRP is starting to climb back up. All right. Also, too, as you could see, the 24th Monday, look at the bottom there. One of our stocks is ticker symbol APLD, Applied Digital. They will have earnings. Okay. Now this is, let's go to, there we go. You see that? Tesla, there we go. Tesla will be reporting tomorrow at closing, after closing bell, of course, and that will be Tesla, okay? Now, what's happening with Tesla? Tesla's running up right now. That's what's happening with Tesla. Tesla's running up right now. I suggested it this morning that it will probably run up until close. I know a lot of people will hold until after. Me, what I generally do, remember, you do you, I'm doing me. I sell most of my positions leading up. I buy the rumors, sell the news. Works for me more often. So that's what I'm doing with Tesla. Now, I will probably sell 2/3 of my call options with Tesla leading up into earnings, and then I'll probably hold 1/3 until after, making sure that I have my stop losses set. I am completely thankful for every one of you guys that are sharing my page. Now, if you are making money, let me ask you this. Why aren't you sharing me with your family and friends so they can make their own money so they won't borrow money from you? All right. So continue to share my page, and I'm going to continue to give you guys my absolute best. And I'll bring more people. Hey, we launched Stocks with Josh right here, right? I'm going to give you guys the best of everybody I know, right? It's free 99, good people. All right. Love you guys. And all you do in return is continue to share the page. All right. Live, love, laugh, learn, and earn.